Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want him. Make I lie down in the green pastures. Him that I beside still water them. Him restored I soul. Him led I in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA will walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepared a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil. Me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I will follow I all the days of I Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah kedema we groma be tela zigzag beer tana istalina bashante shante shante. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kuchoko, and here we speak truth to power. We must apologize for the late start of the show. Technical issues. We are gradually doing away with all our technical issues, and in no time we'll be able to come at the right time that you have always expected. We apologize one more time. Please share the broadcast and hit on the like button. At the same time, our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. We love you and we appreciate you. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kuchoko, where we speak truth to power. Now, because of the late start of the show, we're going to be doing only 2 stories today, but they are in-depth and very tight. In the next 20 minutes, we should be done. Story number 1. Now, the very first story we are looking at today says, Tetteh, Gyakyi Quayson Snubbed. Tetteh, Gyakyi Quayson Snubbed. Who is Tetteh? This woman here is Tetteh. She served as an MP in Ghana. In fact, she also served as a chief communicator for the NDC when John Dramani Mahama was picked up. In fact, handpicked by the wonderful Professor John Evans Atta Mills to be his running mate from out of the blue. Many were those who were surprised why Atta Mills decided to handpick somebody like Mahama and make him his vice, or better still, his running mate. And when Mahama was taken out, he was the chief communicator at the time for his party. Tetteh took over. And that was in 2007. They won the elections in 2008. And she moved from chief communicator to a minister of state. She also served as the MP for her area, Efutu Senya. In fact, after her first tenure, she decided not to run again. And she left it. She came back, ran again, and won. And then she was destooled by Honorable George Anda. And that was the end of her MPship in the area. Her sister Gisela is now the MP of the area. Now, this woman here was born in 1967. She wasn't born in Ghana. She was born in Hungary. Her father, my brother, my sister, was Hungarian. The father, Ghanaian, or is it the other way around? Whatever be the case, one of her parents was Hungarian and the other a Ghanaian. but they decided to run with their Ghanaian identity. And it gave them the opportunity to be able to run for elections in this country and also run for office in this country. This is Tetteh. My brother, my sister, this woman here is known by everybody who is the least political. In fact, for about 7 years now, she's been working with the UN in Libya and beyond. She now even heads her unit. She's an international woman. But many have asked why Tetteh has not been given any ministerial appointment. We're going to try to delve into it. But she's not the only person. There's another man by name Gyakyi Quayson, who we talked about a few days back. This man too was born right here in Ghana. At a very young age, he decided to go to Canada, where he stayed for so long. I'm not going to go through the history anymore. The man here holds so many different degrees. He worked for the government of Canada. And when he decided to come to Ghana to run for office, he was advised by people like Gyakyi to do away with their Canadian citizenships. But he decided that no, he still loved his Canadian citizenship. So what happened? He decided not to, but still wanted to run for office according to Gyakyi. What happened? He won the elections. And when he won the elections as an MP for his area, somebody heard it from the grapevine that this man was not qualified to run for elections in Ghana because he had dual citizenship. Long story cut short, the matter went to court. He was removed from being an MP. There was a re-election, my brother, my sister, and he won again. President Mahama promised the people of the area and this man that he will be made a minister should Mahama win the elections. Mahama has won the elections. He's left with just 4 more appointees as ministers and he will be done. Is he going to be one of those? Is Tetteh going to be one of those? As for this man, we have ruled him out already. I'm sure Mahama has talked twice about this. At this point, we are looking for people who have 100% mind for Ghana. We are not encouraging dual citizenships like Trump is doing in the United States. Are you aware that if you hold dual citizenships in America right now, and you travel outside America with a passport aside your American passport, you can't return to America? May I break it down? If you have the citizenship of Ghana and America, today as we speak in America under Trump, and you are traveling to Ghana and you decide that you use your Ghanaian passport, you will remain in Ghana. You have to travel with the American passport to show that you are proud of America and return into the country with the American passport, or else you stay in there. Even people with green cards are fretting and sweating. My brother, my sister, he's trying to encourage the America First slogan. Yet in our country, we had President Mahama at the time, in fact, candidate Mahama, trying to become president again, saying that should he become president, he would make sure that dual citizenship holders would be given the opportunity to run for office and to be in government. And we made it clear that that was a wrong move. Wrong move. The president listens a lot. He probably heard it and decided that what Blakk RASTA is saying makes a lot of sense. Let's go back to the days of Nkrumah. One citizenship. Let's hold on to that. We need it most in our country. When I started talking about one citizenship, many were those who said Blakk RASTA did not make sense. They said I was too much of a radical. But today, as it stands right now, Trump is teaching the whole world that to hold one citizenship is what he intends to make Americans have. So if you're a Chinese American and you hold a Chinese passport and an American passport, traveling outside America, you better use the American passport. If you use the Chinese passport, you will remain in Guangzhou or Beijing. Trump is bringing home his slogan, America First. Why do we have to wait for Trump, a man who is not blessed with all the wisdom in the world, to do this before some of us will come and say, oh, wow, that's a great idea? My brother, at this point, nationalism, call it what you may, patriotism, number one. We have no problem with people who have dual citizenship. It's unto them. But my feeling, deep convictions will never allow me to accept a dual citizenship. I can accept residence, the permit to live in your country anytime I come in, traveling around the world, because I love to travel. But to sell out my birthright, divide myself into two, and say that I will take another citizenship, I think that I am selling out my loyalty. That's how I feel. And it's personal. Nkrumah didn't do it, even though he had the opportunity. Marcus Garvey refused to do it, even though he had the opportunity. And these are the kings of Pan-Africanism in the world. We need to love our motherland and stay true to our motherland. My brother, my sister, Gyakyi Quayson finally had to push away his Canadian citizenship in order to be in Ghana here to run for political office. The big question is, had it not been the political office, would he have denounced or renounced his Canadian citizenship? Your guess is as good as mine. And I think that is what President Mahama is looking at, and is revising his notes and saying that, you know what, big man, we love you, we appreciate you, we'll put you in another position, but not in a ministerial position, maybe. How about Hannah Tetteh? This is a very arrogant woman. Oh my God. Flash her here. Hannah Tetteh is a very arrogant woman. And I personally engaged her. And I'm telling you this from experience. Now let's get deeper. Do you remember that there was a time former President Rawlings, of blessed memory, told us how disrespectful this woman was to him at a certain gathering? Do you remember? I don't want to go too much into it. But he made it public that this woman was extremely arrogant and disrespectful to him, the so-called founder of the NDC. I remember when they were in opposition, and I've told this story over and over. She would come to Joy FM. I was at Hits FM at the time, and she would admire me so much and say, wow, you are doing a yeoman's job. You are wonderful. I am one of your fans. I really love what you're doing. Oh, you are such a wonderful guy. The moment they won power, and she was in government, 2009 thereabout, when Barack Obama came into this country, I remember meeting this woman, and I was so happy. I wanted to even congratulate her and say, you know what? Congratulations. Your dreams have come to pass. Your dreams of getting this other government out so you will take over. When I stretched her hand, as if to say, oh, hi, she looked at me and took the other way, scornfully. I remember this clearly. And I keep saying it over and over, to the glory of the Most High. When they want power, they are a different people. And some of them, because they are mixed-blooded, they think they are demigods. I have no respect for anybody who thinks that their skin color is better than another person's skin color. So when I see people like this behave the way they behave, I laugh at them. And I want an opportunity to spit into their faces and tell them that, yo, watch me. You are nothing. You are not better than any other Ghanaian. It's sad that we live in a country where people believe that the lighter your skin, the better. Willie Lynch syndrome. So bleaching creams are all over the place. permed hair, long permed hair. They want to look like white witches. It's sad. Maybe Mahama, who loved this woman so much, at the time that he was the head of the ECOWAS, governments and heads of states and blah, 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 he drew this woman on and gave her a very powerful position in the ECOWAS. Today, if Mahama is stepping back, he must have revised his notes again and said, this time round, it's all about the legacy of the nation. It's not about cliquism, friends and family and acquaintances. That's why Mahama probably decided to push her aside. But she was interviewed and asked why she doesn't have an appointment. Hannah Tetteh speaks on not getting an appointment from President Mahama. Run it, my youth. A former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Hannah Tetteh, has spoken about not making the list of appointees of President John Dramani Mahama. Speaking in an interview on 3FM on Friday today at my very station 3FM. February 7, 2025, Hannah Tetteh indicated she is not peeved about not being appointed by President Mahama because she was not expecting it. Now, the former minister, who was recently appointed as the United Nations Special Envoy to Libya, indicated that she was not expecting any appointment from Mahama because she is enjoying her diplomatic work. She added that it would have been wrong for Mahama to give her and her sister, Gisela Tetteh Agutui, whom the president has nominated as the Deputy Minister of Works, Housing and Water Resources designate roles in his government. The thing is, in any political establishment, especially as President Mahama had sent the signals early in the day that he wanted a lean government, it was always going to be the case that not everyone who had contributed to the campaign would have been appointed into government. That's the first thing. The other thing is that I think it's a bit nepotistic after having complained about a family and friends government to appoint more than one person from a particular family, regardless of the fact that we had all been involved in politics, she said. That's Shatawe. Well, it's a good reason. But the other reason is that she's arrogant. Rawlings talked about it, and this arrogant woman never gave any answer that would make people say otherwise. And I encountered her personally, and that was how she treated me. I've never forgotten it. She told me I was one of the fans. And if I'm no longer one of your fans, let me know. And that was what she did. She snubbed me in 2009. I was excited, laughing, because it tells you who the Ghanaian politician is. When they are out of power, they are saints. The moment they come into power, hey, every other Ghanaian has a contagious disease. They don't want you to get near them, else you infest them with your disease. Anyway, whatever it is, 4 more appointees to go. Are these 2 going to be included? Will she still go ahead and accept an appointment if she was given one? If I were Mahama, and I've said it before, Gyakyi Quayson out, Hannah Tetteh out, Victoria Hammer out. All these people have proven in one way or the other that they do not deserve an appointment right now. It's the Black Pot, aka Kuchoko, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we'll be taking your messages and then we'll do the last story and we are done. Hey! Hey! Whoa!
is time again for the biggest roots reggae festival in Africa, the Kuchoko Roots Festival 2025, all the way from Kingston, Jamaica, for the very first time in Ghana, performing live culture featuring Kenyatta Hill, son of the legend Joseph Hill.
I took a sniff this morning of eternal.
Also bringing down the house from Augustown, Jamaica, is Dwayne Stevenson.
So now I beg and plead, I'm on my bending knees. God Father, you rescue me.
Alongside the legendary reggae gospel singer George Nooks from Kingston, Jamaica.
That God is standing by.
Kingston meets Accra for a highly spiritual tango in a Kuchoko style. Oh my God, all hell will break loose and Satan will be taken hostage. This is Kuchoko Roots Festival 2025, and from Ghana, welcome your roots master, the Kuchoko legend Blakk RASTA with the herbalist band.
Rasta man don't go in a barber shop. Rasta man can sit in a barber chair.
Conqueror vibes, Rena, Mighty Octodus Band, Nana Nto, the Bombardier, Osajifo, Nilante, Jawai, Daddy Bosco, Ras Apia Levi, Kwame Bediakon, Akle, Tona Hope, and the highlight legend Samuel Owusu from Burkina Faso. Meet Zedmu, Rasim Porsche, and Imahadu. Saturday, 8th March 2025. The venue is La Pleasure Beach, Accra. Time is 12 noon till you drop. Rate is only 50 Ghana cedis. And as usual, there will be free cocoa, kulkuli, kose, and masa to break your fast and to put you in the spiritual mood for Kuchoko Bam. And for more information, you contact 0244 499 461. Media partners
TV3, Onia TV, Onia FM, 3FM, Connect FM, Akuma FM, Black Empire Media, Prekesa Media.
Skipper George.
Blackpot, Kuchoko.
It's a Blackpot, aka Kuchoko, and here we speak truth to power. Let's see some messages from you, right? All right. Remember, we are live on Facebook and also live on YouTube. Abdul Rashid Ahmed says, greetings, Blakk RASTA. Watching you live from Turkey, Istanbul. Okay, Istanbul. Enoch Ajima says, more fire. Bakuchre Jaffe says, blessed day to welcome my African teacher, ready to teach patriotism to the good people of Ghana. You are a messenger of God, 100%. Mohammed Benjawan says, late though, but we still together. Run it in Biale. Tomorrow is gonna be fire. Come here! Why? Signed MC Scorpion inside a Shima. Alright? Dwap Millions of Bill says, why? We are live finally. Lord Zinia says, more fire. Arimiyahu Ibrahim says, more fire, Black. Zion Genesis says, say it loud. Mubarak MBK under Trump. Fire. Ras Sumyere Mputu says, our fire. Alright? Alright? So keep your comments coming in. We'll read more comments right after this. Next story. Now the next story says, Mahama bans business class travel for ministers. How many of us remember that I said this 2 days ago? Do you remember? So you now know that this show has the ears of the nation. Are you aware? Have you seen it now? Remember when it was said that a Blakk had flown business class outside the nation for whatever reason? And here on this show, I said that Magufuli did this in his country, Tanzania. He made sure that government officials, including himself, will not travel first class or business class to save the nation money. He even reduced the number of any entourage from his government traveling. Some time ago, 20, 30, 40 in an entourage, all traveling in the name of the nation and making the nation pay every single penny relating to their travel. He reduced that to 3 people. A delegation of 30 people, now 3. A delegation of 22. Delegation of 10. One person. And I said, we need to do that in Ghana. And that President Mahama should be looking at that. I'm happy how Mahama is running this nation so far. He is bent on satisfying the God who made him president again. And if I do meet him, I'll shake his hand and tell him, Mr. President, you see how you're going? Continue like that. Don't be distracted. Don't ever rest. You can rest after 4 years. But for now, leave a legacy. Leave. And when you walk out, people are running after you, showering you with praises and gifts, so that one day your children will not be called derogatory names because of you. Like we had daughter of a murderer. And I've always asked this question. You think anybody would call Samia Nkrumah daughter of a murderer? Or anybody would call Gamel Nkrumah or Seku Nkrumah son of a murderer? No! Their father murdered nobody. If anything at all, he murdered fish and goats and sheep and ate them. We need to be truthful. We shouldn't make saints out of people who were not saints when they were alive. It's an opportunity to serve your nation good. When you leave, don't be selfish and say, well, as for me, I'm dead and gone. Whatever they say, I don't care. After all, a dead goat does not fear any knife. No, don't say that. Don't be selfish. When you leave governance, your legacy will roll onto your family and friends. Your friends will go into spaces and people will say, do you know that that was President Mahama's friend? Say, oh, wow. By virtue of that, they get appointments, they get positive things given to them. That's what is happening to Bob Marley's children right now. Bob Marley's children are not great because of who they are, because of their father. They might even be more talented than their father, but they are who they are because of their father. Nobody sees Stephen Marley and says, oh, that's Stephen going. No. If they even mention Stephen at all, they will add Bob Marley's son. True? Oh, that is Ziggy going. Bob Marley's son. My brother, my sister, we must remember this very, very passionately. If a murderer decides to become a better person and he stops murdering people and does many more things that will benefit the society, we are grateful. But that does not erase the number of murders that he has committed. He still murdered, but he became a better person. We can go into that conversation. That's why we all have to be careful. Anytime I'm going to bed, I ask myself, today if I die, Blakk Rasta, what will people say to my children? And that decides what I do. That decides what I do. Come here. That decides what I do. My brother, my sister, that decides what I do. I sit back and I tell myself, how would I want my children to be addressed? As it stands right now, if I die today, I think that my children will be respected. I think that many people would hug my children and pray that they have the same spirit to do what we're doing right now. Of course, you would have personal enemies, but there are only a few pockets. Just as Nkrumah had those kind of enemies in little pockets. But the majority of the people would always say, hey, this is the man. Every single Ghanaian should be thinking about that. Today, if I'm not around, what will people say about me to my children? If you don't have children, to your family, and even to your friends. Some people don't care. I'm dead. So whatever happens behind me is nothing. It's useless. I don't mind. That's a selfish person. Very selfish. Mahama has spoken. Let's listen to the tape. And when we return, we will see exactly what is in that tape.
On opulence and extravagance. I've asked the Chief of Staff to write to all government appointees that I've imposed a ban on non-essential travel forthwith to cut down expenditure. Any travel that is deemed essential and necessary must be cleared first with the Office of the Chief of Staff, and such travels will have to be undertaken in modesty, no first class. Also, all traces of affluence and lavish lifestyle are to be avoided. The people of Ghana are enduring difficult times occasioned by hardships resulting from the economic mismanagement of the last 8 years. And ours is to work to lift them out of this hole.
That's what Mahama said. First class, business class, everything cancelled right now. It's time to reduce the entourage. And it's time to save Ghana some money. Hey, President Mahama has seen what Ibrahim Traore is doing in Burkina Faso. And he knows he can do far better. He's seen what Magufuli did in Tanzania, and he knows he can do better. You know what we need to do? We need to support him. Don't give the man too much pressure with unnecessary demonstrations and noise. There are some people in Ghana, they just demonstrate because they sit down and realize that for some time now nobody has demonstrated. Let's go out there and demonstrate. Only demonstrate when it's most necessary. Some people are political pests. They don't like it when the nation is going good. They become pests and eat up all the harvest of the nation so there can be confusion, so they can return to power. That is so sickening. Well, Mahama has spoken. Shall we look at the write-up? All right, so Ghana will publish this. And what is in the story? Quick, so I can fly. Yes, I need us to look at this story. Give me the headline, please. I need to see the headline so you can see exactly what is in that headline. Yes, my brother, my sister. But this is President Mahama talking about the ban on first-class travel for his ministers and officials. President John Dramani Mahama has announced a ban on first-class travels for government appointees, emphasizing that his administration will be marked by modesty and respect for the people of Ghana. According to a report by myjoyonline.com, he made this known at the swearing-in ceremony of ministers at the Jubilee House on Friday, February 7, 2025. That's today. The president stressed that public officials must be mindful of how they use state resources. He also stated that he had directed the Chief of Staff, Julius Deborah, to officially inform ministers and government appointees of an immediate restriction on non-essential travel. Any travel that is deemed essential and necessary must be cleared first with the Office of the Chief of Staff, and such travels would have to be taken in modesty, no first class. Mahama further warned against arrogance within his administration, stating that officials must remain accountable to the citizens who entrusted them with leadership. That should tell. Oh my God. You see, Mahama, I told you before you came back into power. I told you when I met you at Elembele that, Mr. President, I know that your eyes are burning with desire and eagerness to return to power to correct every ill and wrong and be the yardstick for good governance in Ghana. Your dream is going to come to pass, and I will support you. Ghanaians will support you. No first class travel. The murders that happened during the election, hey, investigation is happening. Confusion in parliament, investigation. Doomsaw would happen, no doomsaw. Even though the government running out of power told us that doomsaw was going to return within the first week of Mahama's governance. It's exactly 1 month today, no doomsaw. He warned us of arrogance. Mahama is not afraid to fire anybody. He fired Victoria Hammer. He fired the other woman on the bus branding issue and many other such people. He knows that what he needs right now will not necessarily be friends and family, but a legacy to show the people of Ghana. Kudos, Mr. President. We expect that you will do more, and we expect that you will continue to be humble and listen to wise people. They say, there's an African saying, and I close with that. A leader who is surrounded by wise men is automatically wise. But a leader, no matter how wise, if surrounded by foolish people, he is seen as what? Foolish. This is deep. Hey, you can have a foolish leader. Once he has wise people around him and he listens to wise counsel, he will certainly make it. But a wise leader who surrounds himself with idiots, my brother, my sister, no matter how many nice things he does, the same idiots would go around, dismantle every little thing, and it will make the president look stupid or the leader look stupid. In the last government, we saw a lot of idiots around the president. They messed up and made the president look like one of them. It won't happen this time. It's the Black Pot, aka Kuchoko, and here we speak truth to power. Time now to pack up and go. And remember, Kuchoko Roots Festival is coming. It's on the 8th of March 2025, and it's happening at the La Pleasure Beach. Free cocoa, free kose, free masa, free kulikuli. If you are a fasting person, don't worry about it. Come and break your fast. It's a spiritual day. There's a gospel singer. We're going to bring a malam on stage to give kutuba on the day. Hey, we will do things that nobody has ever done. 3 Jamaican heavyweight artists on stage, plus 1 Kuchoko legend, making 4. 17 artists. Yes, 14 from Ghana and 3 artists from Burkina Faso. Oh Lord. And one of them is on wheelchair. You saw him in the last Kuchoko Festival. Zedmo, very powerful performer. Are you ready? We have that happening in Ghana. Only 50 Ghana cities. From 12 noon till you drop. We now stop. And on the 15th of March, we are in Wa at the BK Adama Sports Stadium. Hey, for the first time, the flight lights will be on over a huge stage. Heavy sound coming all the way from the capital. Nobody in Wa can sleep. Heavy sound. Boom, boom, boom. We'll do the same thing there. Free cocoa, free masa, free kulikuli, free kose. A malam from Wa would be on stage to preach kutuba. It's a holy month. It's a spiritual journey. Kuchoko, are you coming? Buy your tickets online. Just go to kuchoko.com or akwaba.app. And Akwaba is spelled AKWAABA. My brother, you can also call us. If you're buying more than 5 tickets and more, we can deliver to you. Call us on 0244 499 461. Yes? And we'll make sure that we deliver. All right? All right. So let's watch the video. We're going to watch the Kuchoko video, the art. And when we return, we'll take your messages and we close for the day. All right?
It is time again for the biggest roots reggae festival in Africa, the Kuchoko Roots Festival 2025, all the way from Kingston, Jamaica, for the very first time in Ghana, performing live culture featuring Kenyatta Hill, son of the legend Joseph Hill.
I took a sleep this morning of the international.
Also bringing down the house from Augustown, Jamaica, is Dwayne Stevenson.
So now I beg and plead, I'm on my bending knees. Godfather, you rescue me.
Alongside the legendary reggae gospel singer George Nooks from Kingston, Jamaica.
That God is standing by.
Kingston meets Accra for a highly spiritual tango in a Kuchoko style. Oh my God, all hell will break loose and Satan will be taken hostage. This is Kuchoko Roots Festival 2025, and from Ghana, welcome your roots master, the Kuchoko legend Blakk RASTA with the herbalist band.
Rasta man don't go in a barber shop. Rasta man can sit in a barber chair.
Conqueraja vibes, Rena, Mighty Octodus Band, Nana Nto, the Bombardier, Osajifo, Nilante, Jawai, Daddy Bosco, Ras Apia Levi, Kwame Bediakon, Akle, Tona Hope, and the High Life legend Samuel Owusu from Burkina Faso. Meet Zedmu, Rasim Porsche, and Imahadu. Saturday, 8th March 2025. The venue is La Pleasure Beach, Accra. Time is 12 noon till you drop. Rate is only 50 Ghana cedis. And as usual, there will be free cocoa, kulkuli, kose, and masa to break your fast and to put you in the spiritual mood for Kuchoko Bam. And for more information, you contact 0244 499 461. Media partners
TV3, Onya TV, Onya FM, 3FM, Connect FM, Akuma FM, Black Empire Media, Prekesa Media.
Blackpot. Kuchoko.
It's the Blackpot, aka Kuchoko. Let's look at your messages and we are done. We'll see you at Kuchoko Roots Festival on the 8th of March and the 15th of March, Accra and Wa. Mohammed Banjewan says the Kuchoko Roots Festival is going to be fire. Ebenezer Godfred Jehu Kofi says Mahama told the Asin North people that Gyakyi Quayson will be a minister in his government. So why sudden change of mind? We have explained it already from our own conscience. Are you new to the show? I told you. The ears of the nation is here. Flacco, the ears of the nation are here. Ears of the nation are here. The ear of the nation is here. Flacco Alam TV. Mr. Blakk, greetings. Goswe Jata. Hello, Blakk. First, I'm not happy about your comment last time. You said Rollins was a murderer. Secondly, those days, it is not coup d'etat. Okay. That was there. What does coup d'etat mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Rollins was a murderer. He was. Why are you not happy? So tell me why you think that what I said is wrong. Or you don't want the truth. Do you know who a murderer is? Somebody who kills people. Yes, the other day we took time to explain. Sometimes the truth is difficult for some people to swallow. I wish that you would rather come back to me and say, it's not true because he didn't kill this, he didn't kill that, he didn't kill that. But we gave you facts. Nana also says, watching you from Minnesota, more fire. Flacco Alam TV says, the Kuchoko, I am coming this year. My first time. Please come. And it's only 50 Ghana cedis. Heavy. Harik Sumaila says, righteous. Ajekini Lucas says, Blakk, your voice is louder than the police siren. Blessed love, respect and love. All right. Kekeli Eli Kem Klenam says, big up African teacher Blakk RASTA, more fire. King's Bite, the word of God. Patrick Nate says, cancel that entertainment and clothing allowance, Mr. President. Their salaries are enough to clothe and entertain them. Well, this looks like yesterday's story. All right. The SIC, former SIC boss, right? The ruler, more fire, big up Ortega. All right. Okay. Notifafa Rubin says, more fire. Eric Achamful says, keep fire blazing. Vincent, fear not, Doche, says, more fire. King's Bike says, keep the fire blazing, Blakk. Pat Awo says, God bless you, Blakk. Rasta, God bless you too, Pat. Kofi Guillaume says, when they said Bob Marley's son, do they add, okay, I think you want to say, do they also say we smokers' son? And remember, we are in parliament. Okay, that's a good one. But the Jamaican man does not see we smoking as bad. Do you get it? If you call Ziggy Marley we smoker's son, you say, I am a we smoking son myself. Do you get it? You see the point he's trying to make. He's trying to say, if you mention a person's name, do not add the bad things that the person did. We are condemning the bad things. But amongst Rasta, weed smoking is not a problem. So if you say, oh, Ziggy Marley, this is Bob Marley's son, or this is a weed smoker's son, people would even look at you and say, this man, where is he from? Here we is like tea. Trinity to say you. You understand? People don't like the truth. Rawlings did a lot for the nation. I think he was more honest than a lot of the leaders that we had. But he also killed. That's all. So depending on who speaks, he could say son of a murderer, or daughter of a murderer, or daughter or son of a great president. But you must make allowance for everything. Don't erase the murder as if he never did that. He had his bad sides. You understand? That's what it is. Yes. Even me, some people call me weed smoker. And I just smile at them. Have you seen me fighting anybody who says I'm a weed smoker? Because I look at them. I don't even argue with them that I don't smoke. No. You get it? It is what it is. They say by their fruits they shall be known. My brother, if you were in 79 and you saw the terror Ghana went through, 80, there was something called Rawlings chain. Do you know what it was? People became skeletons. Hunger. Rawlings' regime. He did well by trying to combat the hunger. Kalabule. I don't know if you know those terms. Kalabule, smuggling. He went round, sent his soldiers to fish out and get information about people who were hoarding food for the price to rise so they will sell. They seized the food and sold them in shops known as the people's shops. It was a good thing he did. He had other good things that he did, but he murdered people, abducted people, and killed them in his regime. You can't deny that. It hurts, right? But he did it. So if it hurts like that, don't do it. Anyway, it's the Black Pot, aka Kuchoko, where we speak truth to power. We'll see you again on Monday. We apologize again for the late start of the show. From next week, we're going to do everything possible to be on time. 6 o'clock dot, and then we are flying. By 6:30, we'll be getting ready to close. It's been the Black Pot. Hey! Hey! Whoa!